Let us solve the equation 8 to the power x minus 2 to the power x equal to root 2. So we want to solve this equation 8 to the power x minus 2 to the power x equal to root 2. Let's write this one as equation 1. Observe that we are having different bases 8 and 2. However, 8 equal to 2 into 2 into 2, that's equal to 2 cube. So we can simply replace 8 by 2 cube to obtain 2 cube to the power x minus 2 to the power x equal to root 2. Okay, now we know that a to the power m whole thing to the power n equal to a to the power mn. Powers of powers, we can simply multiply the power. M is power, and then again we have powers of a to the power m. So power of power, we can simply multiply those powers. So we have power 3nx, so 3x 2 to the power 3x minus 2 to the power x equal to root 2. Now we see that we are getting same basis. Further, we know that I can write 2 to the power 3x as 2 to the power x whole thing cube minus 2 to the power x equal to root 2. We copy as it is. Now this is true because once again powers of power we can multiply by power and we'll get x into 3, that is same as 3 into x. Now see, we have something cube minus something equal to root 2. Why don't we take that something to be equal to x? Let y equal to 2 to the power x. Let's write this one as equation 2. Replacing y equal to 2 to the power x in equation 2, we obtain y cube minus y equal to root 2. Let's make it equal to 0. We just subtract root 2 from both sides to have y cube minus y minus root 2 equal to 0. Now this is a cubic equation. Observe that y equal to root 2 is a solution of this equation. Taking y equal to root 2 comma root 2 cube minus root 2 minus root 2. Root 2 cube is root 2 whole thing square into root 2, and root 2 whole thing is square, root and square will get cancelled, and 2 root 2. So this is 2 root 2 minus 2 number of root 2. That's exactly equal to 0. Therefore, y equal to root 2 is a solution of this equation, and so we can say that y minus root 2 must be a factor of the polynomial y cube minus y minus root 2. Now we can say that y minus root 2 is a factor of this one, but when we write y equal to root 2, we got root 2 cube minus root 2 equal to root 2. So we can replace root 2 by, so y cube minus y minus root 2 can be simply written as root 2 cube minus root 2. That's what we have observed. Root 2 cube minus root 2 is simply equal to root 2. What's the advantage? We can rewrite this as y cube minus root 2 cube. Definitely y minus root 2 is a factor of this expression. What about other left out term minus y plus root 2? Yes, y minus root 2 is a factor of this expression as well. So y cube minus root 2 cube, we know the formula that a cube minus b cube equal to a minus b into a square, so y square plus ab plus b square. Okay, however this one, just take minus 1 common and we are left out with y minus root 2 equal to 0. We copy as it is. Now you see that we can take y minus root 2 common. Y minus root 2, y minus root 2. We take it common. So we have factorized that polynomial. And we are left out with y square plus root 2y plus 1. Root 2 square is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1 equal to 0. Now product of two numbers equal to 0. Then one of them has to be equal to 0. So either y minus root 2 equal to 0 or y square plus root 2y plus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation of the type ay square plus by plus c equal to 0. Roots are given by y equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. You see that a equal to 1 and b equal to root 2. So minus root 2 plus minus root over b square. So root 2 square is 2 minus 4 into a is 1 and c is 1 divided by 2 into a is equal to 1. Oh, you see that we don't have real root in this case. If we try to solve the quadratic equation, we get imaginary root. So only real root is y equal to root 2. What about imaginary root? Minus root 2 plus minus. 4 minus 2 is minus 2. And square root of minus 2 can be written as root 2 into I divided by 2. But y equal to 2 to the power x. Therefore, 2 to the power x equal to root 2. That's 2 to the power x equal to root 2. From that we can conclude that x equal to half. That's the only real solution. If you want a complex number as well, then 2 to the power x equal to this expression. So x equal to log of minus root 2 plus minus root 2I divided by log of 2.